Can the U.S. bring back gold, or will there be a new country on top of the podium? We're going to break it all down for you. Let's get it. What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to be breaking down Olympic basketball. We're going to be bringing you some variety. You know what I'm talking about? We've been talking about a lot of NBA stuff, a lot of different trades. Last video was great. We got a lot of love on last video. Appreciate the support and everything. But we're bringing you an Olympic basketball video because that is what is happening right now. So I kind of just wanted to talk about, I'm going to start with just talk about kind of the bracket now and what it happened. So we came in with 12 teams in 3 different groups, Group A, Group B, and Group C. Those will be on screen right now. Those eventually went down in each group. I believe it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was 8 teams that advanced out of those 3 groups, right? So then we get into a single elimination type bracket. So it is... just to break down the bracket and where we are now, France versus Canada up in the top bracket, and Germany versus Greece, they're on the same side. And then on the other side of the bracket, we have Brazil versus the U.S. and Serbia versus Australia. So those are the teams that are left. Teams like South Sudan unfortunately did not make it. Puerto Rico, unfortunately, did not make it. A bunch of those teams weren't able to get out. They were in tough groups, but good luck to them in the future. It was fun seeing the South Sudan story. But let's just talk. I really just want to dive into each game and just kind of talk about who I think is going to win. There's some storylines, things like that. And then I eventually am going to crown a gold, silver, and bronze for each country. So we're going to get into the first game. And this might be the most popular game among just casual fans, casual NBA fans. I think a lot of people are going to watch this game. It is early in the morning because it is in France, but it's going to be France versus Canada. There's a lot of NBA talent in this game. I first want to go to France. They obviously have the duo that have been talked about a lot in the Rudy Gobert and Victor Wembanyama. They have been great when they're on the floor together. It has actually been really fun to watch. Wemby's probably been the best player on the floor, which is insane to think about. This kid is probably the best player on the floor. It's just crazy to me. But yeah, Wemby's been great, and then Rudy Gobert has struggled in times. He got dunked on a couple days ago. His defense has not been as great as I want it to be. I think that will step up, especially now that we're in a single elimination bracket where you lose, you go home, which isn't far because they're in France. But you lose, you go home, you advance, you have a chance to go win gold. So I do think that France is a team that I was looking at to genuinely win a medal this year. But if we're going to talk about Canada, this team is stacked with NBA talent. They obviously have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander leading the pack. They have Jamal Murray also in the backcourt with them as well. They have Lou Dort in there, who has been an amazing defensive player for them in this time. Dylan Brooks, who has also been an amazing defensive player. He's gotten in a couple fights already, but he's obviously that spark that they need. They also have likes of Andrew Nembhard. They have guys off the bench for days. They have Dwight Powell off the bench. Every single player on this roster, the 10-man rotation that they're running, all play in the NBA. They're all NBA players. And the only other team that has that is the U.S. So Canada came in being probably the scariest opponent that the U.S. has to lose the gold. Canada is the front runner to win the silver right now. And because of that, and because of the NBA talent, and Canada has been rolling, they're actually 3-0 in the Olympics right now. Since they've been rolling and all that, I am going to pick them against France in this game. Even though I thought France was going to medal, they got in a bad spot. They have to play this team in Canada, and this team in Canada is amazing. Like, they are genuinely amazing. They play well together. They are a good team. I do think that they are going to medal. Which, spoiler for later. But let's dive into the next game. Germany versus Greece. And this is an interesting one. This game is 4 a.m. my time, 5 a.m. Eastern time. And it's going to be an early game, but I really do want to watch this game. And speaking of that, I will be bringing y'all coverage or a video right after each game finishes. Now that we're in the single elimination and everything like that, there will be a video out, quick videos, kind of breaking down the game, talking about who won, who lost, and sad and good things about each team. But Germany, first thing I want to say about them, Dennis Schroeder has been elite in the last 3 years for Germany. Whether it's FIBA, Olympics, Dennis Schroeder has been amazing. He was the flag bearer this year for Germany. He kind of is the face of Germany basketball in the last 10 years, honestly. He's probably the face. So, like, they have Dennis Schroeder, and then they're a great passing team. They play great defense. Germany is a team, they are the reigning FIBA champions. Germany is a team that is scary. They are very, very scary. I think that this team, the only thing they struggle on at times when their shot is not falling, it is tough to win games. Germany, though, they come in, they are a team that is hungry. They are a team who wants a gold. They want the gold. Out of all the teams in this bracket left, they want it the most, I would say. And then they have to go up against a team in Greece with, probably a top 3 player in the world right now, maybe the best in the world, in Giannis Antetokounmpo, who has been amazing for Greece. To say the least, he has been genuinely just amazing. There's nothing else to say. There has not been much help around him in these Olympics. Maybe that turns on now that we get into a single elimination bracket, but I don't think so. I'm sad for Giannis because he has played his heart out for Greece, but I think they go home here, and Germany takes it and moves on to the semifinals. So I have Germany winning that one and Canada winning the other one. They will face in the semis. Now let's move to the other side of the bracket. The first game I have is the U.S. versus Brazil. I'll be honest, Brazil's probably the weakest link out of everybody here. They are. They don't have the NBA talent that other people have. And while they have been playing together for years, that is a good thing. But they run it into the U.S. And I don't need to say much about the U.S., about how good this team is. If you watch any Olympic basketball or know anything about sports in general, you have seen this USA Olympic team and how good they are. They have probably the best 15 players in the NBA right now, maybe besides 2. Like, this team is stacked. This team is played as a team as well. And guys like Devin Booker, guys like Jason Tatum have taken backseat roles, but have been very, very good at times. Joel Embiid has not played great. I think that is a guy who does need to step up. But I think USA kills Brazil. I don't think this game is close. I think Brazil goes home and US advances to the semifinals. Their team is too good. There's too much depth. There's no way to compete with their bench. Any of these teams left cannot compete with their bench. And that's just the kicker right there for the US. I think they win this game. Next up, Serbia versus Australia. This game, in my opinion, is going to be the closest. I think that this game will be the least watched out of all of them, but I think it will be the closest. Serbia. If I want to break them down first, they obviously have Nikola Jokic. They are a great shooting team. They are a great passing team. And then Jokic, obviously, is probably the best player in the world right now. So it's kind of hard to compete with that. But when Serbia gets hot, man, I watched that game against the U.S. I watched both games. The one where they played them in the actual Olympics and then the game before the Olympics. Serbia can shoot the lights out, man. When they get hot, it is tough to beat Serbia. And I think that is one thing that happens in this game against Australia. But to break down Australia, I don't want to say anything bad about them. I want to talk about them. I don't think Australia has enough. They're a very good defensive team. They are fun to watch. They are really, really fun to watch. They don't have enough steam, in my opinion, to keep up with Serbia. I do think Serbia wins this game, and I think Jokic has a very big game, passing-wise, and Serbia just shoots the lights out. It's hard to beat the Serbia team when they're hot, and I think they get hot. So, the teams that go home, France, Greece, Brazil, and Australia, they all go home. They had a great run in the Olympics, and I think some of them have bright futures, especially France. France is a team who will be competing for a medal in the next 8 years. They will compete in the next 2 Olympics for a gold medal. Wemby's going to be there. There's going to be other guys coming out of France, like Alex Sarr, Rich Assay, like all these guys coming into the NBA right now. France is going to be a team to watch out for in the next couple of years. And then Greece, Giannis is going to be there, obviously, probably for the next Olympics, maybe the one after that. And then Brazil and Australia, they're teams who they produce NBA talent, especially Australia. And then Brazil, they're just glad they're here. But they do all go home. So moving into the semis in my bracket, I have Canada versus Germany and the U.S. versus Serbia. So I'm going to first go to Canada and Germany. This game is very tough for me to pick. I'm going to be totally honest. Canada, if you want to break them down again, the NBA talent is there. They pass the ball well and they play exceptional defense. And when their shots are falling, they're insanely hard to beat. But there are weak points. When Shea is not getting to the basket, when Shea is not shooting well, they struggle at times. When Shea is not on the floor, they struggle. Jamal Murray definitely needs to kick it into hyperdrive. That is a guy who needs to show up if they want to win this game. Germany. I've told you, I think this team can genuinely compete for a gold medal this year. Since they won FIBA last year, I think this team came in wanting a gold medal. I think they get to the gold medal game. I'm going to pick an upset in Germany over Canada. Dennis Schroeder is genuinely probably the most He has the most pride in his country out of all these guys. Dennis Schroeder is Germany. He is Germany basketball now. He is the face of Germany basketball, and I think he rides that high, and he goes to the championship game. And Canada moves down to the bronze medal game, which we'll break down in a minute. Then we have the U.S. versus Serbia. I'll be honest with you, I don't think anyone can beat the U.S. I don't think there's much to talk about in this game. Serbia has already played the U.S. twice, and it was close in the first one. They got killed in the second one. I don't think Serbia has enough steam to keep up with the U.S. especially down when the second half happens. There's no way they can keep up with the bench and the role players that the U.S. has. I think they blow them out by 20. I think Serbia puts up a fight in the beginning of the game like they did last time, but I think the U.S. just pulls away in the second quarter, and it's all downhill from there, in my opinion. So next up, I'm going to go to the bronze medal game. First, it's Canada versus Serbia, and just because of the NBA talent, Serbia had a great run, but because of the NBA talent and because I think these guys won it more, I think Canada takes home the bronze yet again, like they did in FIBA. And I think, Shea, Jamal Murray, Dillon Brooks, they all go home with a bronze medal around their neck. Now, let's get to the gold medal game. Germany versus U.S. and why I think this game will be close. I genuinely think this game will be close. I think Germany is the best test for the U.S. so far. They have not played them yet. This team has not played Germany yet. Out of all the teams left, they've played literally they haven't played France. They have played Canada. They haven't played Greece, but Greece is out at this point. Like, France and Greece are out at this point. They played Brazil. They played Serbia. They played Australia. They have not played Germany. Germany is a team who they don't know much about yet, especially once they get in the game. You can watch as much film as you want, but once you get in the game, it's a whole different story. I do think that this Germany-USA game is close, but I think the problem is that Germany does not have enough depth. I've said this so many times. I don't think there's a way to beat the U.S. bench. Their bench is too good. And guys like Devin Booker, guys like Anthony Edwards, who sometimes take a backseat role, can come out and start them. If they lock up LeBron and KD can't hit a shot, Steph has struggled recently. If he can't hit a shot either, there's guys there that still are the number one option on their team who can go out there and kill Germany. I'm going to be totally honest with you. So I don't think they can keep up with the bench. I think USA runs the floor a lot in this game, and I think the U.S. takes it late in the fourth quarter. They start pulling away early fourth quarter. They win another gold medal. Germany wins the silver, and Canada wins the bronze. That is my prediction for the bracket. It all starts tomorrow morning, and like I said, I will be bringing you a video on every single game, breaking it down. I will be watching every single game. It's going to be early, but I do want to watch it. This is the Olympics. It's a big deal to me. And I will bring you that video. It's going to be short videos. The U.S. video might be a little longer. The game like France versus Canada might be a little longer, but Germany and Greece will probably be short, and the Serbia-Australia game will probably be a shorter one too. Probably just 5 to 7 minutes, maybe closer to 10. But it'll be some fun videos. I'm excited. It won't be like a thumbnail like I do here. It'll just be a quick video that I put out. But like I said, gold goes to the U.S. again. Germany, I think, walks away with the silver, and I think they're proud of that. And bronze goes to Canada. Serbia does get in fourth place. They can't bring a medal home, but they did put up a good fight. So I appreciate y'all for watching. That is officially my predictions. I think they're good ones. I'm high on Germany. I think Germany can really test the U.S. In the medal race, and everyone has said that Canada is the team to beat, or is the team that can beat the U.S. I think Germany's the team. That's just my opinion, but I hope y'all enjoyed, and, I'm sending you all those videos, so appreciate all the love and support on the last videos. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.